Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, hello, you're welcome. Please don't forget to subscribe and turn on the bell. Thank you so much. So in my last update about This Is Fate, Raki was shocked after Preeta finally revealed the truth about Prithvi to Raki, and Raki wanted to confront Prithvi, but Preeta tells Raki that they should first of all release Rishabh from jail before Prithvi would go and destroy the plan for them and Rishabh would be stuck in jail. Then after Rishabh is released, then they can now expose Prithvi to the family. Let's continue. Sandeep is sleeping at the hospital. Prithvi walks into the hospital and thinks that if this man opens up about his secret, that he was the one who framed Rishabh for the crimes, then it's true to be revealed. He must do something about Sandeep. Prithvi tries to reach Sandeep's hand, but then Sandeep pushes his hand forward. Prithvi is about to suffocate Sandeep with the pillow, but Sandeep suddenly wakes up and asks that what is going on. Prithvi explains that he was trying to put the pillow on the correct position because it was falling away. Prithvi asks if everything is fine. Sandeep assures Prithvi that nothing is wrong. Prithvi assures Sandeep not to be worried as he was about to bring the money, but he was not able to bring it. However, he came to the abandoned factory. Sandeep says that there is nothing to be worried about as Prithvi can give the money now. Prithvi gets tensed, mentioning that he did not bring the money here since he is not even disguised as a doctor. Sandeep explains that there is nothing to be worried about since Prithvi can bring the money tomorrow to the court and give the money to his fiancée Sudeepa, who would be sitting beside him. Prithvi says that he misunderstood the power of money, but he is now relieved. Sandeep lies down assuring Prithvi that he will give the statement just as Prithvi desires. Prithvi leaves with a satisfied mind. Preeta comes out of the bathroom where she sees the missed calls of Karan. She quickly calls him back. Karan apologized, saying that he was not able to answer Preeta's calls, and Preeta replies that even she was not able to answer his calls. Preeta explains that she has something really important to tell Karan, that someone who is very close to them was behind everything. Karan is however not able to hear Preeta, and he says that it is more important to find the proof which would help the case. Karan sees the lawyer's assistant talking with someone, then he says that he will call Preeta back. Preeta thinks that the call ended, and it might be because there was no network connection where Karan has gone to. Preeta sits down and prays that the rain should stop and Karan should manage to come back because she wanted to reveal such a big news that Sandeep is with them now and Sandeep would give the statement in their favor, but she is really tensed. Sandeep in the middle of the night calls Preeta on the phone. Preeta answering the call asks that what has happened. Sandeep explains that Prithvi came to meet him in the hospital and he was sleeping, but he felt as if Prithvi was trying to kill him, but he managed to wake up on time. Sandeep asks if Preeta would protect him. Preeta assures him that she would do all she can to save him. Sandeep assures Preeta now that he would be with her and he would give the statement in the favor of Preeta in court. Preeta replies that she is really glad that Sandeep is convinced to be with them because this is really a favor for them. Sandeep lies down on the bed thinking that money is not in God, but everyone likes it. He, however, doesn't want to spend some time in jail, so now he will stand with the Lutras. Preeta in the morning is helping Piu get ready for school. Preeta explains that when Piu would come back today, then Rishabh too would have been back. Piu is really excited. Raki also wakes Mahesh up, mentioning that Rishabh is coming back. Mahesh in excitement asks Raki to take out his clothes. Prithvi while walking wonders what is going on, as why is there so much silence in the house, and just then, he sees both Preeta and Raki, and Preeta comes to Raki and says that nothing wrong happens with the good, as this is why Raki's son is coming back home today. Preeta also explains that she knows that nothing wrong happens with those who are good. Raki says that she will prepare the favorite sweet dish of her son. Prithvi wonders what is going on, which he is not seeing. He then leaves. Preeta requests Raki not to be angry, as Prithvi might get suspicious. Raki explains that she is not able to control her anger whenever she sees Prithvi. Preeta explains that today, Rishabh is coming back, so their day would be more sweet. Prithvi in the room is drinking water. Kritika comes out. Prithvi asks if Rishabh is coming back. Kritika says that it is true, and even she wants everything to be normal. Prithvi then tries to question Kritika that what plan do they have. However, Kritika replies that she doesn't know anything this time, and then she leaves, and this worries Prithvi. Raki asks Karina to guide her how much she should put in the dish, as she knows that Rishabh likes this dish as Karina prepares it. Sherlyn also comes there, and Karina reveals to her that this is Rishabh's favorite dish. Sherlyn thinks that she is not able to understand if she should get scared for Prithvi or if she should be happy about Rishabh, because she knows that when Rishabh comes back, then he would have Prithvi thrown out of the house. Grandma is praying at the in-house temple that today they should manage to bring back Rishabh. Kritika also comes to pray the same thing, and then she asks Grandma to come as they are all ready. Samir coming to Preeta informs her that everyone is in the court including Prithvi. Shriti says that Prithvi doesn't know what is going to happen to him. Mahesh asks that when would they bring Rishabh. Shriti says that they usually bring him at the time of the hearing. They then bring Rishabh. Raki asks Rishabh and assures him that Sandeep would now give the statement on their behalf. Rishabh is shocked to hear about it. Samir even asks him, and the police personnel asks him to step aside since they have to start the hearing. The court hearing started with the judge coming to his position. He sits down, which worries Grandma, who thinks that why is she so angry. Karina says that there is nothing to be worried about, since today Rishabh will be freed from all charges. Prithvi, seeing Preeta, wonders who is Preeta searching for. Kritika explains that Preeta will be searching for the lawyer since he is not present. The prosecutor lawyer looks at Prithvi with a smile. Prithvi thinks that the lawyer would ruin his entire plan. Prithvi thinks that Preeta has become a walking suspense movie. He wonders what is Preeta thinking about. The judge enters the chambers. Everyone stands in his respect. Then Rishabh is asked to stand in the box. The judge says that the decision which was projected the last time will be released today now. The defense lawyer stands, revealing that there is some new evidence which will change the direction of the case. The defense lawyer explains that they have found some new proofs and this will turn the case around. The defense lawyer is about to reveal the proofs, but the prosecutor raises an objection, explaining that it is absurd to talk about such things at the time when the court is about to give the decision. So he feels that the defense lawyer is trying to ruin the case before the decision. The defense lawyer explains that even the court gives the right to raise any question before the decision is made, and if he is allowed, then this will not only prove the innocence of Rishabh, but also reveals that the person who is claiming to be the defendant is actually the culprit. The prosecutor lawyer once again tries to insist that it was proven that Rishabh is the one that is guilty. The judge, however, explains that until the court gives its decision, then the case can be fought. The defense lawyer, turning to Mr. Shukla, asks that why did he got so frustrated when he mentioned that he has a solid proof that will prove the innocence of Rishabh Luthra. Mr. Shukla recalls when Prithvi came to meet him to give him more money. He asks that why is Prithvi insisting that he make sure that Rishabh get a long sentence. Prithvi asks him not to worry about his matters and he should just try to take care of his own matters as he has gotten the money, so he should work to send Rishabh to jail. Mr. Shukla says that Rishabh will be in jail as far as Sandeep is with them. Prithvi explains that now they will surely win the case since it just came after meeting Sandeep and they know that Rishabh is never guilty. But Sandeep in anger filed a case against him, so he also took the chance. Mr. Shukla asks Prithvi not to worry since Preeta cannot do anything. Prithvi explains that he only thinks that Preeta can turn the tide since if she gets the support of Karan, who is not in the house, then they would lose. Mr. Shukla assured Prithvi not to be worried about anything. The defense lawyer asks Mr. Shukla why is he worried. Mr. Shukla says that he was unaware of the new witness. The judge explains that even he would have the right to cross-question the witness. The defense lawyer says that the witness is the one who filed the case, saying that Rishabh tried to murder him. Prithvi thinks that he was right because the twist is Sandeep, who has gone against them and is now going to ruin everything. Prithvi, in a state of tension, started drinking water. Shriti, seeing Prithvi, thinks that Prithvi is getting tensed and she prays that he dies because of this tension. Mr. Shukla asks that why is the defense lawyer saying that Sandeep is their witness when Sandeep is actually the one who is oppressed. However, the judge says that the court has not given their verdict. The defense lawyer still has the right to present their witness. Prithvi, in a state of tension, tries to leave the courtroom. Kritika asks that where is he going to. Prithvi says that he needs to go to the bathroom. Sherlyn says that Prithvi is really tensed. Prithvi, walking out of the court, thinks that it is unbelievable that Sandeep is their witness. He thinks that how can Sandeep be the witness when he himself is the victim. Prithvi thinks that how can Sandeep go against Prithvi Malhotra when he promised to stand by him, and if Sandeep has decided to deceive Prithvi, then Prithvi would also make sure that Sandeep is not able to live a healthy life. as even a single medicine will not work on him. Prithvi decided to confirm the truth, so he tries calling Sandeep, but Sandeep is not answering his call. Prithvi thinks that it is nothing to be worried about since he is standing in the way to the court, so he would catch Sandeep when he comes. Shailene, coming from behind, asks that what happened. Prithvi explains that he has gotten really stuck. Shailene says that Prithvi would have listened to her. Prithvi asks Shailene not to say the usual dialogue that she is clever, but he doesn't listen to her. Shailene leaves, saying that Prithvi should never think of calling her. Prithvi is standing and Kritika comes there asking that what happened. Kritika says that it is really good because Sandeep will now give the statement on their behalf. Prithvi questions if it has been decided and Kritika assures him that Sandeep would surely come to be the witness. Prithvi asks Kritika to go inside and be with the family because he needs to make an important call. Prithvi is standing in front of the court and he sees Sandeep coming, so he tries to call Sandeep, but Sandeep doesn't answer his call, and Sandeep, seeing Prithvi, immediately runs away. Sandeep, after running, finally hides behind a car as Prithvi bumps into someone. Sandeep decided to call Preeta because she would come and help him. However, before he can manage to call Preeta, Prithvi finally sees Sandeep. So Sandeep gets scared and he runs away, but in the process, he mistakenly drops his phone. Right now, I think I'm losing it. Just tell me this is not stupidity mixed with foolishness and a touch of senselessness. Someone is going to be your witness in court and you are going to that same court and you did not look for a very strong rope and tie the person with you and take the person to court to be your witness. You are telling the person to come after you. Imagine. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching and I'll see you all again in my next video. Bye, guys. I'm angry.